It's the love on the south side, yeah, that's right. Reppin' in the wood, got my hustle tight. From Chi-Town streets where the wind blows fierce, built up like steel, can't nobody pierce.
Hey. This your girl D Love. Hold on for a minute. I'm sorry. I got caught by the text one. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, oh gosh, I'm trying to do too much, but I said. I said I was gonna come back live. Oh, somebody else might be talking about it. But hey, I just want to know what y'all think. First of all, I want to say thank you all who've come back to watch and let's talk about it. Second of all, let's I thank the rewind crew. Hey Michael, how you doing? How you doing? I'm doing fine, can't complain. Now that you're here, hold on. I'm trying to cook and do this because instead of me cooking, I was watching the interview. And Michael, did you get your computer working so you can come up tonight? Hey, Miss Regina. Miss Regina, are you coming up tonight? Hey, I'm, I'm sorry. I'm trying to heat up dinner because I didn't heat the dinner up before I got through. Whoa, that was a big one, right? Hey. How did you all enjoy the interview this evening? I really enjoyed myself. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well, Michael. Hey, Miss Regina, are you coming up today? And let's say hello to the Rewind crew. Yes, we gotta say hello to the Rewind crew. Okay, I'm gonna try to drop the link. No, I'm gonna drop the link and let's see what happens. All right. Hey, Angela. How you doing? How you doing? I'm like, how you doing? I just dropped the link. What I know I just seen Angela. He did a wonderful job. I really like it. I like Nate. I think Nate is gonna do just fine. The only thing I wish he would do is and good evening to you too. Like he can't like rely on Frank's name. He gotta rely on his own name. That's the only thing my only thing that I wish that he would do more of. Um, because when Frank Zuccarelli left, people they didn't know what to do. So he has to come in as his own name. Oh, we about to get. I got a new guest, y'all. Hey, Michael. And yes. So, hey, Michael.
Having
I can hear your
problems.
background. I see. What's up with that?
What do I have to hit?
I hear. Mhm. Oh, I'm the wrong person to be asking about IT. I know. I just hear background noise, but it's not that bad. It's like you have a TV or something on.
Fan?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Probably TV and the fan.
Yeah, you can hear all that. You got a good phone or a microphone, whatever you're talking through. It picks up everything around you.
Let me see. Maybe the
Okay, I'll have my buddy look at this.
buddy.
Must be hot in your place. You got the fan on. So wait for him to come back. Uh, oh, yeah. So let me say that I enjoyed the interview. I just wish he more relied more on himself than Frank Zuccarelli, because that name is no longer relevant. I want to say, not to be mean. Michael, you still there?
Yep.
Oh,
Did
okay.
it
I
help?
can hear your background. Yeah, no, it did not.
Did it help?
Unmute. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. I said, well, you got a
The
TV
mic
on?
keeps muting.
I know, because I was trying to. Your background is loud. Well, Michael, maybe you should try to come out and come back in, come back up later, because I'm not gonna be on here long, because I hear the background noise.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Sorry, Michael. 'Cause that noise in that background is in my ear. It's hurting my ear. But I just want to say that I appreciate all 17 people, 14 people in the room. I know everybody else is going to every place, but I wanted to say to get some information for from what I know about the interview today. I appreciate the interview today. One thing I wanted to say is I heard people ask about the meals on wheels, and oh, it's fine. I just thought I want to ask. I'm just still asking. I'm still riding the struggle bus over here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I ask you. Maybe we can chat to it. Definitely, Miss Regina. Definitely tomorrow. They already have like different services in the Thornton Township area. And I want to say like the Meals on Wheels, Thornton does, and they do take food to um, people's home. I think it's twice a week, seniors home. And also they have a Salvation Army. I think that's what it's called, Salvation Army. And they do the Meals on Wheels here also. It was awesome interview. I haven't a single complaint. I'm glad Goldfish. I saw you in that chat. I said you were throwing it down. That was a good interview, and I really appreciate that. Um, yes, they have like in different parts of the Southland. I believe a lot of these different communities have their own um, services, like just organizations that are within the communities. I like the fact that he actually spoke intelligence and had a plan. And I did too. And let me tell you, I never forget when I went to the Thornton Township building for a meeting. I had never had met or knew anything about Nate, right? And I heard he was running. I said, oh, look at that. He's younger. I ain't voting for him. But I saw people coming to the meeting. They weren't going. These people were not going to the meeting. They were coming up there to see Nate so they can sign his petition. So I know he has people who are backing him. And let me say this: I did get my sign. I just ordered my sign for the yard, so I did do that. So I just want him to stop talking about Frank. I don't know if that's mean or something, but I don't. I want to hear about you, not Frank. Um, what else? Um, oh, and I want to say this for seniors. Two things I wanted to say, and I might say this later too. That really, a lot of the stuff that they have in Thornton Township, they have colleges in like South Suburban. They had a barber college and a beauty school in the South Suburban College. Now I don't know about a beauty school, but they got a college. They need to really like integrate the colleges into their system where they're not spending as much money, maybe, to help the seniors. And they also have like in the colleges, the colleges have people are taking different programs that they can possibly use to offset some of the township's money. Just like using internship or what they call externships now, and really that helps like helping people in the schools, helping the students having a program where they can go cut the grass. There's a lot of things that you can use that you don't may not have to put money into it to help the community and and use the services that you have within the communities. Now, I could say this. I saw a lot in the comments that said that Jason House, he can probably mentor him. I'm sure when Jason House get into the office, he's gonna be so busy because remember, that mayor's job is a part-time job. It's not a full-time job. And so I'm sure like there's different mayors, especially I believe Markham mayor will want to mentor him or talk with him. I'm sure if he goes to these mayors of these 17 communities, yeah, 17, they will probably most definitely work with him. Remember when she tried to pull Tiffany, she don't use pronouns, right? When Tiffany tried to get a cafe passed, some soup and salad bar, I didn't understand that one. And I had to turn this thing down. It's loud in my ear, y'all. It's loud in my ear. Okay. And when they was trying to get the soup and salad bar passed, uh, those mayors got together and said absolutely not. And they told their constituents not to vote for it. And that's why it didn't pass. So that's what I'm saying is, but these mayors are compassionate about their communities. And maybe he can put together a summit or some kind of something together with the 17 mayors, just for a half a day or so, and see if they'll come out and just all come together and have some kind of powwow, figure what each and every community needs and bring that all together and make it all one. Because again, the Harvey food, let me say this, and I'm going to say this because I've seen it for myself. That Harvey food depository, I seen that line around the corner. Now, I don't know if they buy too much food or order too much food, but that line to pick up food on Wednesdays can be about 2 blocks long. Ooh. So that service is definitely needed in the communities. But I think that maybe they should use food from because Thornton Township also buys food. They can spend $1 million on food a year from the budget that I seen, and it's how that they can work within the community and to work together to get some things that they don't necessarily have to buy. That's just my thought process. Hold on, that's my Miss Regina. Okay. Yeah, he definitely has a plan. Thank you, Jasmine. You welcome, Goldfish Loves. As we integrate the college into their system, and they can really have fun with this as he builds the township back up. Exactly. See, because you have to remember, and I learned this as I've been following this, even though I live in Thornton Township, is that Thornton Township is ran by grants, grants. So the are what paying for those big bingos and these bus trips and all this other stuff they got. So I don't know. To me, I would like to know what actual money is being used from from the property taxes that are used to fund Thornton Township. If they are receiving a lot of grants, if Thornton Township is a grant base. And and the question I asked Nathan, who's gonna be applying for these grants for y'all? Oh, no mentorship by house, and maybe they work together to push each other along. Frank was Nate's mentor, which I agree. He needs to let him go. You got to start detaching. And I know it's hard if that's what you're used to, but you now got like I said, I saw somebody said earlier. He got to talk as a man that he stands on his own. I've learned from Frank, but this is what I am, and this is what I am doing. Um, Sometimes when you tell somebody you're gonna bring back some of the old administration, I worry about how that looks because then you're like, wait a minute, everybody was already confused when Frank left. I don't know, but we'll see. But that's not really the big problem for me though. It's not a big problem. I just want them to integrate more the Southland, what they already offer, and to incorporate into the communities. Did you say Tiffany needs a suppository? Why I didn't read that first? The community garden that was a great idea to help eliminate some of the food costs, the food pan from the food pan. You are so I love that one. Also, Nate, even thinking about building the mall back up with a good idea. Good luck on that one. And I don't even say about Calumet City Mall. I think that it's probably because it's older now. Like I wonder what the repairs look like. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't particularly go to rural now unless I'm going to Macy's. And I'm going in and going out. Um, the mall idea is slowly dying. And who goes unless you're going to Macy's or JC Penney's? I don't know. But it's a good idea. It's something's better than nothing. Something's better than nothing. I hear you, Miss Regina. Hey, you too funny. But first thing I saw, ooh, I showed up here. Hey, prima donna. How you doing? How you doing? I felt bad when he said that he's doing this all by. I felt bad too. So I went to his site. I did sign up to donate time. So I did put my name on the list. And I just ordered my yard signs too. Well, I just need one. I don't need two. Yeah, so I got me a yard sign. And if I get two, I'm gonna put it on the house next door. Don't nobody live there. Just saying. So hopefully it'll motivate the people on my block to get one. I get that. But just the thought instead of doing things the Tiffany way and tearing it down. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But I like that. But I like that idea about the food and like because why don't we have a fresh market out here? And let me say this, Cassandra, uh, the assessor, maybe they should fund more money for her because I saw something about helping seniors with bankruptcy. And let me tell you this quick story, it broke my heart to death. And I didn't know. My neighbor, his mother passed. And this man, he lived in the house. And I live in Thornton Township. He lived in that house maybe 20 more years after his mother passed. But he became old too, as we all, right? And I felt bad. I was like, I wish somebody would have came to this town. Somebody would see more about the seniors because he did not want to leave his house. The Cook County Sheriff came right after COVID, and they was coming to evict him out that house, and he unalived himself in the house. This man was about 60 years old. What could a township have done to help someone in that position? And so that's really one of my concerns is making sure that seniors are able to stay in their house. Because if you file bankruptcy, where are you going to go? I hate to see a senior go about bankruptcy. You're so sweet. Do you have to live in Thornton Township to help? I'm sure you don't, not to help. He was discussing the idea of giving opportunity to entrepreneurs. I like that in the mall so they can showcase it and promote their brand and products. That's a good idea. I mean, that's a good idea. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm like, don't a lot of people go to that mall no more like they used to, because they be having a lot of pows over there. Oh, I said, yeah, I felt bad for the man who did that to himself, but where was the resources? And this was the time when Henry was in office. They had the Cook County Sheriff, the police. They had about 30 police cars out there, but where was the help for the senior when he needed help? And he probably needed mental help also, mental health help. So that's what I'm saying. Like even with South Suburban, they have mental health classes, courses. I'm sure like some of them kids need to take some internship. I don't know, but they definitely have a barbershop, and it's on the first floor. I saw it. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was the craziest thing ever in my life to see. If Tiffany doesn't get elected, is she going to? Um, I think the way her man buy cars, they got a place to park all these vehicles. So I'm sure that she not in nobody's basement. Because I know I wouldn't be in nobody's basement. Hold that thought. I gotta get my hold on. I'm sorry. I had started cooking and I said, oh, I forget I was gonna go live. And I said, let me go live now. But that's what I wanted to say is that um and there's great opportunities all over to incorporate into Thornton Township. So I'm pretty sure a lot of these mayors out here will be there to help him. And we'll talk to him. If she doesn't get elected or doesn't go to jail, will she be taking the place of the woman who came to the meeting? Hey, AP, y'all better leave that lady alone. Let her sleep, let her sleep, let her sleep, baby. We don't have nothing to do with that shenanigans. Mm-mm. Not even close. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't even see my call. Uh, I don't fool with her. And she been quiet. Y'all let her stay quiet. But tonight is about 333. That's all I'm gonna say. And and to be honest, I don't never, I said never put nobody's sign in my yard. Not local, none of that. I don't do it. But I did get my sign for Nate. And I said, I'm gonna, I'll support him. I was just thinking the same thing. Is she gonna come? Hey, listen, if she come to that meeting, um, I hope Nate be able to stand on business because you got to be able to be tough skinned when people come to that meeting and to that podium. Because to be honest, this is my thought process. To be honest, once the people I think people like those big crowds won't be going to the back and forth to the meetings. I don't think that. I think that once they see everything going smoothly, they're gonna back out. They're not gonna come out as much as they used to. That's my humble opinion. I was surprised she didn't show up tonight. There was no Thornton Township meeting tonight. The Thornton Township trustees stated they weren't going to be there, so they had to cancel the meeting. Hilarious, right? Did they pass that budget? That's what I want to know. Oh, so that was, I know why they canceled that meeting, because they didn't want her to be at the meeting politicking up there the night before. And Miss Regina, thank you again. I appreciate you, because we have a whole watch party tomorrow. Thanks to you. Thank you, Miss Regina. So, yeah, so those are the things, those are my takeaway. I said, I want to make sure people understand that Thornton Township is a public aid. And maybe some of them townships, or those towns, cities or towns in the Thornton Township, they may not want to have those services in a community, and they probably okay with having the food pantry in Harvey. No, but they rescheduled the meeting for today. It was supposed to be for tomorrow. They did not. They rescheduled. They canceled that meeting for today. So they got the quorum. Is that what they call it? Miss Virginia, they got that quorum. I'm like, girl, how many times you gonna say that word? And they canceled the meeting. They wasn't showing up today. Rosa, she will be the official meeting heckler. They're gonna be both of them together. You know they friends. I heard they were friends, to be honest. But don't give me the line. It's official. It's not official until it's official. But I heard they used to be friends. So go figure. Yeah. So what's up? Hey, Mark, how you doing? How you doing? Glad you can make it. I really think she would have just used it. Definitely. I bet you that's why they canceled Miss Regina. She was gonna try to use it uh, for campaign, and then that would that be electioneering? Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, I need to drop the link because I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to come up. Um, he needs to start selecting his team ASAP. I believe that he probably knows who his people are, but I don't think he got the official word. Okay, because I'm not sure why he didn't have it before now, but that's here nor there. Don't get me to understand. But hey, Octavia, I love the name. I remember I was gonna name my daughter Octavia. Okay, Rose. Okay, so you technically didn't lose the bet. Technically, I did, Rosa, and you the one who, because you said she wouldn't showed up, but nobody showed up. Okay, I like that. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Hey, Tamika and the boys. Hey, ladies. Lady, I have been missing your live, girl. It's okay. I don't be talking about too much, none, honey. Did you see the Nate was asking all YouTuber creators to interview him? I was like yelling at the TV, just me. Okay, so let me say this. I originally had Nate's phone number, and I was trying to get him to do it, but I had decided that I didn't want to be the first to interview him. So I had gave the number away. But since you 46 people are in the room, Nate's going to be on tomorrow at 8 o'clock. He's coming to the chat tomorrow. But thank you, Tamika and the boys. He's coming. Because I told him he should have went to law school. But he said that wasn't his calling. I said, okay. Like he said, trustees wasn't his calling. I said, okay. I didn't want to be his mama. Hey, Octavia, she checking in from Georgia, sweet Georgia. Man, I know it's nice in Georgia. Sure been looking, but anyway, I digress. Yeah, so he'll be here. So I wasn't gonna say nothing, but since you mentioned it, um, oh, he want to do it at 8 o'clock. Hey, listen, no, you know what? The Dalton, it's gonna be at 8 o'clock tomorrow, but we're doing a watch party anyway. So we're gonna have, hmm, well, he gonna have to get in between. Where are the election watchdogs? How could she use Thornton bus to bring people to vote? Okay, let me answer that question, AP. I have an answer for that one, and I did hear her Belcher say it also. So the Thornton Township buses, they pick seniors up and take them to the grocery store. They take them to wherever you got to go because they used to pick my mother up, take her to her cousin's house across town. And all was in Thornton Township. So they can take them to the library. So that's what it was at the library, right? They can take them to go to the election polls. But I heard Belcher say, but they can't have those pamphlets. What are those pamphlets called? You know the pamphlets they pass out. They can't have those on the bus and passing them out to them, but they can take them there because it's their form of transportation to get around. Oh, does he have a chance against Napoleon? Yes. I'm assuming there will not be a debate. There won't be no debate. To be honest, I really never heard anything good about Napoleon. But I ain't saying nothing bad about it. I'm just saying I never heard anything good about the man. I heard he don't even communicate with people, get back. See, I think he's more of the machinist. I mean the machine, and he got the machine behind him. He definitely has the machine behind him. I think prayers were answered because look at the 2 beautiful days of today, tomorrow for Dalton residents to come out. You right about that. True, and Napoleon, because I haven't heard anything, no campaign at all. I ain't heard no campaigning at all either. I ain't heard nothing. But I still think, and did you hear when they said he went over to them houses where Napoleon Harris supposedly lived? He don't live there. I know he ain't living there. He definitely got the house over there, that townhome. I seen when he took a picture for his Christmas picture with his family, you could tell that was like an Olympic Field somewhere where he lived in Flossmoor. And y'all know Flossmoor is nice. No, it's really nice. It's like the Beverly Hills of the Southland. Between that and Homewood. I think Napoleon only did this to get her out the way. I don't think he wants. Um, I think you know what? Let me say this, AP. I ain't gonna say he don't want it because he didn't want it. He would put a candidate up there who could beat her, where he doesn't have to. He didn't put someone else in place. He put himself there. I'm just saying. You ain't heard it from me. I think Napoleon has more political experience than Nate. Hmm. Hey, Mark. Hmm. I'm going to say he may have a little, he may have more than Nate, right? But he's not personable. You don't see him in the community. I think Napoleon thing is Napo is because he have name recognition. That is what he has going for himself. That's how he has gotten moved up the ladder in the election. And the hey Lisa Lee, I think that's what his I don't know what Napoleon has ever done. I don't know, to be honest, and I'll be honest with you. What has he brought to the Southland? And I don't know, so I'm just asking. I never heard say, "Oh yeah, Napoleon brought businesses to the Southland. Oh, we have new roads in the Southland. He lives in Harvey. If he lives in Harvey, he drives down 147. There is clearly, I don't know what direction he'd be coming from, but there's clearly state roads that does not have lighting. I'm just saying, but I digress. I don't like KP or MF, but they might have some standing with their objection here. You know, it's you know what? I agree. At first, I didn't understand. First, I was like, no, no, cynical. I was like, no, they just josh you. They messing with Napoleon Harris. But after I listened to that election board hearing, I heard it. I was like, there's some validity in this. And everybody's like, and it's funny how everybody just like, it ain't even a conversation anymore. They say, oh, he has a house in Harvey. He paid his utility in Harvey. Who actually lives in that house? I'm just saying. So all those electoral board days, is it over? Did they come up with anything like an outcome? I don't think so. Hey, Coffee. Oh, Coffee done woke up. He done came. He got off early today. I don't know. That's a good question, Rosa. And can we get an answer? Just like everything else, after the time go by, don't nobody ever talk about it no more. Hey, Angela, how you doing? Maybe they was the pay to keep tip out. Allegedly, but I wouldn't be surprised. Seriously, I wouldn't. To me, because she over there laughing. But there isn't any traction. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I think they have let it go. I'm so over politics, to be honest. Hey, Coffee. I appreciate you, God. I think, hey, Lexi, how you doing? How you doing? I'm glad to see you, girl. I think Harris really don't want the job. I think that he just wanted to pave the way for someone else to take the seat. But Lexi, what has he done to show you that he is trying to pave the way for someone else? I haven't seen it. I may be wrong. I was wrong about tonight. No, I didn't see it. I haven't seen it. I always knew that he was passionate about his community, but I don't know. Some just don't seem right. Hey, Coffee said hit that like and subscribe, but it's only 57 people in the room. What is going on? That's why I believe he's nowhere to be found. He ain't nowhere to be found. You don't hear him talking. You don't hear him campaigning. You don't see him even doing no interviews. What's up with that? Is he too busy to do interviews, or is it because he's busy working? He don't have time to do interviews. No campaigning. But we gonna vote for Napoleon Harris. Really, we only voting for name only. I'm gonna be honest with you, because we don't know what he actually has done or brought to the Southland. I'm sure he's brought some things, but I don't know. Hey, Prima Donna, do you know? Hold on. I see. Paul Roberts gonna get down to Paul. Uh, oh, Coffee. I was talking about catch him up. Coffee, you need to watch Dear Walks Christian. He just interviewed Nate Fields Jr. today on his show, and about an hour ago. It was just an hour-long video. He was just, telling us what he gonna do. I'm not 100% sure, but one interpretation of election laws allows someone to move into an area they were elected to. Yes, but it has to be in a certain time frame. I did. I saw that. Yeah, no, he's not campaigning or nothing. I agree with Lacey. He would rather stay in Springfield and floss more. Facts. If he had a good supervisor pro tem on his town, but Paul Roberts, the problem is with that is you're getting paid full time check. You're doing a part-time job. You need, this is a full-time job. Hmm. He worked the rules to move Tiff out the way. Now he did a good job with that. Now that I ain't see it coming. Hey, oh, Lisa. Oh, yeah, Lisa. We hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Coffee. I think Nate makes a good candidate. He's young, sounds very professional, and is not a fast talker. Yeah, I like people who are not fast talker. You know how Jason House says, never trust somebody who talks fast. That is hilarious. I appreciate that one. Oh, hold on. I like that one. Nate fumbled a couple of questions, but he did a lot better than the silence of his opponents. Facts, facts, facts. And so we hope that, but okay, so with that being said, Mr. Roberts, what could give us an example of one of the questions he fumbled, if you don't mind? Hey, Coffee, are you available? I'm gonna drop the chat. I drop the adios meal. I dropped the link. That's what I would like to know. And he's a pro. Yes, I was impressed when I had seen people coming to the town hall meeting just to say Nate Fields petition. Excuse me. And I was wondering, well, why is Nate say he doing it by himself? Why is all these people who signed this petition? But I digress. Hey, Mark, I agree with Napoleon. I agree. Napoleon pulled a power move on Tiffany. Maybe his job is done. I believe his job is done. Baby, he knocked her egg off out the park. Moment will go down in the books. That would definitely go down in the books. Hey. Coffee, I dropped the link for you. I'm sorry, Mr. Roberts. I asked him what program the township could offer that no other government agency offer. I remember hearing that. He said the food pantry churches offer those. You know that question right there. You know because the 17 communities are so huge. It's big. It's the biggest community, right, of Thornton Township. I don't think like when you think of Phoenix, how many churches they got in Phoenix? I think those people still need that food pantry. When I saw that line like 2 blocks long, and I don't know what time the food line started that day. It was around 11:30, and they started at they had like 2 different hours, 2 times on Wednesday give out food. And I was like, people really need that food. Now sometimes people get that food and take it to their kids, and I ain't gonna lie, it was around Thanksgiving when I went past there too that day. Hey, here's my co-star. Hey, Star. You didn't ask me. Hey, listen, Prima Donna, I always ask you. You didn't ask me. However, Prima Donna, you always welcome to come up. You have, they call a la Clark Blanche. How you say that? Prima Donna, you gonna come up? Please. I think I asked you before. You was like, no. But I love you some Prima Donna. So if you would, I'd be excited.
Hey
But
everybody, I'm sorry. I'm still at work, so
you still at work.
yeah.
Oh,
But
you are you
I'm good right now. I'm on break.
you are behind coffee.
I am. Could you catch me up on everything? Did they have a meeting?
No, the trustees sent word that they will not be there tonight.
Oh, see, I'm lost on that. I didn't even know that. Okay, so there's no meeting tonight.
Oh, okay. So ah, Nate Fields was on Dear World Christian Channel this
Okay.
evening. Mhm.
Okay.
And he answered a lot of questions. I still, oh, I love you, son, Prima Donna. And you know, people were able to ask him questions, And one of the Paul Roberts said one of the questions that Nate Fields dropped the ball on was about. Hold on, let me go back up because I want to make sure I say it correctly. He asked Nate about what programs the township could offer that no other government agency offers. He said the food pantry. Churches offer those, but I don't think it's. Someone was detected at your garage too. Yeah. Hey, can you carry this over for me for a minute? I gotta get up for a second. Coffee.
Yeah, I'm here.
Where is that? Hey, can you talk to the people just for a few minutes?
Okay.
I know you don't know what to talk about, do you?
Do I want to talk about? I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
I said, can you talk to the people for me? I need to get up for one moment.
Yeah, I can talk to him.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Paul Roberts. We got Paul Roberts on the line, everybody. Say hello to Paul. Paul said I asked him what programs the township could offer that no other government agency offers. He said food pantry, churches offer those. Yeah, like so I think that'd be a good idea for Nate to come up with some good ideas on what's going on. I mean, for the community if he gonna be the next supervisor. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I can't see the chat, y'all. So I'm trying to get my other phone so I can see everybody messages so I can reply to people messages. So give me a second, guys. Oh, by the way, let me get some shout out to some people. Hey, Prima Donna, I see you online. Who else is online? I'm still trying to pull up my phone, guys. So give me a second. Sorry, I can't unprepared. Okay. Hey, First Lady Brown. Hey, Miss Regina. Now I'm getting on the everybody's messages. So let's see. Mr. Paul said Nate needs to keep someone on staff. Robert Hunt, who knows where Tiffany buried all the bodies. The question is could we trust Mr. Roberts? You know what I'm saying? Because ain't he's on that FBI list too? Like, then he gets subpoenaed from the FBI too, if I'm not mistaken. Cynical, how you doing? He said, yep, he went along with the ride at Prima Donna Bridges, but I'm outside just observing from afar. Hey, everybody's feedback on here is definitely needed. Who else we got on? First Lady Brown said, I wanted to ask about his slate, but not sure if someone answered that he didn't seem to be happy with the state of the board now. So, First Lady Brown, who slate? Napoleon slate or Nate Field slate? Everybody got to keep me up to date because I'm like lost on everything, and I haven't been knowing what's going on with the township or Dalton. Miss Regina said, I really think that Robert would be good to keep around, but not at his current rate of pay. Yeah, he is making a lot of money, not doing anything as the finance director. Nate Fields slate. First Lady Brown, do Nate Fields got a slate? I thought he was just running independent by himself. Yeah, he's running independent by himself. So I don't think he has a slate. Yeah, y'all keep seeing have Robert Hunt to keep around, but the thing is, will Robert snitch on her, and or you know what I'm saying, or will he go down with her? Because, like I said, he's definitely on the FBI list. He was one of the ones. I seen his name clear as day, Robert Hunt, on the FBI well, on the Feds list. So I think that Nate feels he should get like but I don't think the independent candidates can have trustees running with them. But he's gonna need trustees that's gonna work with him and stand with him and get his, to make sure his agenda passes. Mr. Paul Roberts said, I am worried that Nate might choose advisors who uses him for their own agendas. Oh, Mr. Paul, do you really feel like Nate would do that? I mean, I think he got a mind of his own.
Sorry. Okay.
So, Paul, do
Oh,
you think that because Nate has a kind heart, he's kind-hearted, and you think that people will take advantage of him, or give me some feedback on why you think that about Nate?
I dropped the link in the chat first, lady.
No shade, but I thought his answer regarding about being a trustee first instead of going for the supervisor position was king of smug, but that's just me.
I always thought I used to tell my son this. Sometimes people could take your arrogance, your confidence for arrogance. So
Yes.
that's how I kind of took it. He's stepping out on faith. You always talk about stepping out on faith. So hey, listen, I got my sign SIGN. I got my sign. Oh, copy them. They said that. Excuse me, I was running. They said that you can order your sign
Hmm.
from his website. Order me a sign for the grass.
Okay, I'll give me a Napier sign to support him.
Yeah, I
'Cause
just be
I actually,
supporting him. I'm like,
yeah. Paul said, I pray that Nate is mature enough to see who merely wants to use him. He is inspiring, but could become a politician, which is by definition a commodity available for purchase. Yeah, these politicians, once they get into politics, I don't know, they have a different mindset on what they be telling their voters. Is it the money? The
yeah,
money and the power? Yeah,
and the power and the money.
that's what it is. First Lady Brown, she
Yeah.
just gave you the link to come join us. You ain't gonna join us? Or you know what? Or Paul can join us and talk about some.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yes.
First Lady Brown probably
Have
got
healthy.
her grandkids, so she probably like, oh.
I know she already told me when she with her grandbaby, everything is shut down.
Yes. Miss Virginia said whoever wins the position will have a very large task ahead of them to turn around. Now that definitely,
Hmm.
definitely, I can agree with you,
I
Miss.
agree. Tamika and the boys. Oh,
That's why I said
not bad.
Nate gonna need some strong trustees that's gonna, what I'm saying, be by his side and help him pass this agenda on what he need to accomplish at the township.
Yes, and hold on. Uh, oh, I'm like, well, who would be the trustees then?
So the only trustees I know so far that is running is the Republican trustees, which I don't know none of them, and then the trustees that's on Napoleon slate, which is Valerie Stubbs and Mary Avant. I don't know the other two that's running with him on his slate. I just know Valerie Stubbs and Mary Avant, which I like Mama Mary. I think that she'll be a good
I love me
trustee.
some Mama Mary now.
Yeah, I think she'll be a great trustee. I really believe so. Now, I like Miss Valerie too. Don't get me wrong. I love Miss Valerie
Yeah.
Stubbs, but she was kind of feisty when she was a trustee.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. See, I am, I had no reason to pay attention to Dalton back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
So,
didn't have no reason to.
it's,
We wasn't living in Dalton.
mm-mm, I heard about the Shaw brothers, but I just didn't, it didn't register for me.
You was still worried about
Yeah.
Kellogg. Or was you staying in Harvey at the time when Kellogg was your mayor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I had one time, my son, he was playing, was it? Okay, so my son, long story short, he played, I have one son who played basketball at Thornton. It was so weird to me. I was confused. And they had called, and Thornton had just won, they came in second downstate. And they had this big parade when they came back.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a big assembly, and everybody was booing, and Kellogg came out. Everybody started booing him. I was like, what? I was so confused. So confused.
Wow.
Again, I said I was living around here when the Jump Out Boys was here also.
Okay, so First Lady D, I do have a question for you because you have been in Harvey for a long time. So Harvey, was it destroyed before Kellogg came in, or was he destroying it during his tenure as mayor?
You know, what was the mayor that they had? He was a white man. Harvey had one, and then Kellogg took over. I think over time with Kellogg, that's when the the city started to go down.
Wow.
Hmm. So yes, so everybody has their thing, right?
Right.
And everybody has their pockets. Yes.
I think we
So
should have we should have better like laws when it comes to politicians and being brought by these wealthy individuals, because Paul made a point. He said poor people buy a
mhm.
lot of tickets. We do. Middle
Poor
class
people buy a
people,
lot of what?
well, I'm middle class and I'm poor class, whatever. But he says poor people buy lottery tickets, middle class people buy insurance policies, rich people buy politicians, all the methods of gambling with odds calculated so the house wins.
Oh, and this I don't buy the lottery tickets. Mm-mm.
You don't
Hey,
buy lottery tickets?
heck,
Hey, I
they
buy.
got it come.
Listen, Lady D, I
Mm-mm.
buy lottery tickets. Okay.
Mm-mm. And look, they come out 3 times, what, 2 times a day. That money adds up.
Oh yeah, that adds up. I get it. Okay, no, okay. See, what I do is I play at one time, and I play for the whole probably 5 or 7 days, however I want to play for that week, and I just get them all
Mhm.
in there at that one time.
Mm.
I don't
But
go
I do
like,
understand.
huh?
Oh, but I do understand. Everybody has their own vices, right? So
Yeah.
I got my own, but it's not. I can't gamble with it though. Well, let me not lie. I have been going to that casino, but I haven't gone lately though. But I'm not going to buy a lottery ticket.
You go to
And
a
first of all,
casino,
what?
but you got a lottery ticket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I will. And this, just saying, let them put some good music on. I'm really in the mood.
Okay. First Lady Brown said there is no more middle class. Yeah, you right about that. You definitely right about that.
Mm. No more miracle. Oh, see, I'm sorry. I don't want to skip over. I just got back, so if I missed your question, please forgive me. Yes, whoever wins will have a lot of cleanup to do, not to mention rebuilding trust with the residents and keeping things transparent. And
Yep.
that's what is needed, right?
Yeah.
My really concerns, and I said this before you came in the door. I said one thing I want, and it's just me. I want Nate to stop talking about Frank because that's
What
not
you
gonna
mean?
get you in the door.
That's
Hmm?
not. Yeah. Or you say you
Yeah,
need
that's
to stop talking about Frank? Yeah.
yeah. I need him to stop using Frank in his interview. Use it once as a context, but other than that, you your own man, so you got to not use him
So
because hmm,
was Frank in his conversation today that he had with dear old Christian?
yes,
Okay. Yeah. He need to. Yeah. It's about him. He's on the ballot. Make it all about you. We know
make it
what
all
Frank
about you.
already told us what Frank did. We're gonna leave that alone. It's all about what you're gonna do for the community and what you're gonna do for the township.
I agree. I totally agree.
Hmm.
And that's my one concern. And I believe that I always wanted to know, Coffee, who was in that office before Frank Zuccarelli?
I know, right? That's a good question. Who was the supervisor before Frank Zuccarelli? Because he's been in there for 30 years. It's like, wow. Who was in there before him?
Right.
I'm hot. You know
I'm
what,
waiting for
lady?
the answer.
Like our homework assignment, we figure out who was the supervisor before Frank Zuccarelli.
Mm. And when you look it up, it only looked like it was for him. I couldn't even find it.
So the township just made Frank a
Oh, that's what
supervisor.
I'm confused about. Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up and do some deep digging.
Yes, because that sounded like it was before my time. Even before I even realized that there was a supervisor of Thornton Township.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just used to Frank Zuccarelli. Frank Zuccarelli. That's all I've been hearing about the township is Frank Zuccarelli. Until
Right.
until Leprechaun got in office, and then
Oh my God.
Lady D, you do not let me call her a leprechaun. I'm gonna stop. I don't think you
Oh
be
my
like.
God. How many times can Coffee say leprechaun?
Listen, I'm trying to tell you she's the devil's child. She's leprechaun for real. The lady is evil, y'all. She's evil. And then
Okay,
the
I got the
lies
answer
she's
for you.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
before Frank Zook, I know you gonna be getting on the phone, so I got them. I gotta talk quick with you. And they said
Oh,
that and be careful, somebody to talk fast. But Coffee on lunch, y'all. Uh, so it said before Frank Zuccarelli became the supervisor of Thornton Township in April 1993. 93. Oh. The position was held by Fred R. Riddle, Redell, Riddell. Frank challenged and defeated Riddell in 1993 election to assume the role
oh
from
wow.
Fred Riddell.
And do it say how long was
Mhm.
he in office?
Okay, let me look that up.
Right. It's about what he's going to do for the township, not Frank. It's about what
Yes. Yeah, I
Nate's
didn't
going
stop
to
saying
do.
that.
Yeah. So I definitely, yeah, he need to start. And then did he discuss what he wants to do with the township going forward?
He did. He did. He wants to add technology, uh, transparency for budgets and all that stuff. Okay, Fred R. Riddell served as supervisor of Thornton Township, Illinois for 2 terms before being defeated by Frank Zuccarelli in 93. While the exact length of Riddell tenure year isn't specified in available sources. So it says typically 4 year. Oh, therefore, it's reasonable to estimate that Riddell served approximately 8 years before losing to Zuccarelli.
So he was only okay. So he was only in the office for 8 years.
Yes. And Zuccarelli was it 93 to 2030 years? God damn.
Wow. Okay, so I have a question for everybody in the chat. How do y'all feel about primary election day tomorrow?
Hey, we having tomorrow. We having watch. We having election watch.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm not gonna
And
because I'm first. So
it's right. We know that. We know. Um. Yeah, Miss Regina, but who got in before Riddell? I don't see any information. This is no information found on Riddell. After who came in before him.
I know that's right, Miss Regina.
Oh,
Miss
but
Regina doing her research just like we is. Come on now.
okay. Uh, okay. Let me let me say this real quickly because I don't forget. Yeah, so we're having a watch party tomorrow, and Miss Regina, she dropped the bag today. She dropped the bag, baby. She gave me the website to go to. She gave me the website, and we're gonna be able to watch the live numbers coming in tomorrow.
Like for the whole day, or just that like a certain time?
Oh, once the polls close.
Oh, okay. So did they give us an update
Mm-hmm.
on like who's winning and or who's like? Do we know any of that, or are they not saying right now?
Well, now I don't. I heard Belcher say earlier that she asked that there like 1,000 residents vote early, and they have over 1,000, have 1,400, I think 38 people who have voted earlier in this election. Um, so I don't know how they see those numbers.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Cause she keep dropping these lying receipts. Like don't nobody know. I mean, it got to be like somebody crazy that's actually agreeing to these receipts. Like, oh, hmm, really?
Hey, George, yes, but that wasn't no receipts. That was not real receipts. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that, right? So let me say another word. You're right. It wasn't receipts. It was something else.
No,
What
it would look like
what's a
some
good word?
paper. No, okay.
A piece of paper, scribbled paper. Huh?
Hmm. Yeah, Nate has his own thing. Yeah, I was like, because one, I don't know if you saw it earlier. I saw how she showed some. Um, I hate to say receipt paperwork, but you couldn't see nothing, so you don't even know what it really was for.
Oh,
I'm,
okay.
mm-hmm. Oh, first lady said, "What's the difference between a Z team and a Zap team? They're all the same." Oh, Robert Paul Robert answered the question. Miss Regina, shout out to you. Yes. Post a website. Oh, you want me to post the website of the election? Would I be wrong not to post it? Or should I? I ain't got nothing to have because y'all can, hey, I'm going to post the election. But this is our watch party.
So they can see, so the viewers can see it too, so they can know what's going on and see who's winning.
Yes, I put in the chat the election night Cook County Clerk.gov. Oh, sorry, Paul Roberts is giving out the tea. If you want to get the tea, get it from Paul Roberts. Oh
Watch
yeah, it
that.
was funny. Hey, Paul Roberts. I saw because I'm in that other group you had. I saw it. You posted um an Excel spreadsheet on Tamika. I don't know who Tamika is. Tamika, KP, Tiff, Robert. They all get 2 checks in a month. Now that's besides their paycheck now. Apparently they said Stephanie said that was reimbursement. But somebody said they took the full reimbursement. Did they provide the receipts?
And reimbursement for
And that's
what?
what we don't know. If they just turned it in, they got 2 checks.
Oh,
Oh, NBC will be strapping. Ooh.
you know, I wonder who is the HR lady now over Township because I'm trying to figure out. How was William Smith getting paid if he wasn't voted in by the
Oh,
trustees to do anything, or if he wasn't hired by the trustees? Like I was trying to figure out like how is he getting paid, and then
cool.
William Smith,
Yeah. William
William what's
Smith or Michael?
no,
That's
I'm
Michael
sorry,
Moore.
William Moore,
Yes.
William Moore, and then I was trying to figure out how was he getting paid if he was never voted in by the board to do anything, or was he just hired by Hanyard?
Mm-hmm. Good question. I don't know. I have no clue how that happened, to be honest.
I, Paul, could you help us out with this or no?
Good question. Good question.
Oh, Ms. Regina said probably KP. He handles everything according to Hanyard.
Oh, he don't mind going down. Uh, you and the ZAP program. I remember my sons, his friends went through the ZAP program with the lawn care. That's why I was wondering, are you still going to have that, or are they pushing it? Just saying. Oh, that's me. It's called Desperate for Votes. Desperate, George. Desperate.
Oh, she's
Yes,
very
thank you.
desperate.
Yeah,
Very.
thank Very. Prima Donna, thank you, Prima Donna Bridges and Paul Roberts. Appreciate you. That's Miss First Lady. We all appreciate you all because y'all got the real answer. Yes, the election website. Thank you. I just sent it. Hope you did. You get it? I gave you the link. I'll put it in my in the description so you can get it there.
So Paul said Nate complained tonight that the township lacks a good HR department. I kind of figured. The voicemail is answered with the name of the woman Tiffany fired in 2022. And they still got the same voicemail for the HR lady? Is that
For
the same?
real?
Okay, is that the same HR lady that had the health issues and her husband was going through health issues and Tiffany ended up firing her and it
Oh.
caused her to have a stroke or something?
Oh, I remember that.
You remember?
And she
Yeah.
was suing. Yeah.
And listen, Lady D, that's why I was trying to tell everybody. I said that's when I seen that lady interview and when what Tiffany did to her, I was like, that's just pure evil. Pure evil.
Mm.
Miss Regina, I don't know why I'm acting surprised, but that was still evil. Like she shouldn't have did that to that lady, especially when that lady was going through something. Her husband, and she was taking care of her husband at the time.
Hmm. You see, Miss Virginia said, "Why you acting surprised, Coffee?"
I know that's why I'm.
I think I understood what Nate was saying about the ZAC program going down. I recall seeing a video with several workers being pulled over for smoking weed and gun possession while riding in the van. Was that Dalton or was that Thornton Township?
That was Thornton Township. I know what
That was
Thornton Township
oh.
talking about. They were smoking some
I
good
remember that
weed.
little fat guy, and he threw the gun underneath the other girl's foot, and he was riding around like it's normal.
Like it's normal.
First of all,
Dalton don't have them big old township trucks. Hey,
hey, listen. As soon as he would have started smoking that weed, I would have got right about that truck immediately. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. I'm like, Tiffany, I need some water. Where's my water? Oh, Lord.
that was funny
Where's the Fuji water when you need it?
when you need it, right?
Yes. That's I'm like, when the police pulled us over, I'm like, that's him. I'm not gonna, and whatever happened today, right? Same situation existed in Dalton. The village administrator is still on the voicemail, and she has been gone since 2021. Mm. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna make all that kind of noise. Sorry. The guy was a mess. He was crying. He was on Dalton documentaries. Yeah, he was crying, and he was like a little female crying. I don't know. Hey, if you gonna do that, you gonna expect the unexpected, right? Mm-mm. And you got a pow with you. Yeah, it definitely that. I agree with the ZAP program. I don't know why we changed the names, but I think it could be called something else. But hey, whatever works. But it was definitely a good program, and I hope they do bring it back. And it helps with people having a job. Just to put on your resume that you did work. Patricia Smith, how you doing? You got your whole government name. If he keeps Roberts, he needs to make sure Robert gives him regular updates. Then again, I really don't trust him. I do agree to change Robert's salary. Check Robert's credentials. Yes, Stub, Mary. And I heard Robert has some good credentials. He done been to the finest colleges and the college and got the three letters behind his name and such and such. And I think that, now, first of all, really, you know what they really should do? If they had a good human resource department. But I don't think once they give you your salary, coffee back. Once they give you your salary, I don't think they can take that salary back from you. I don't know how true that is.
What about
And really, I said, I don't know. I'm not a human resource. But once they give you a salary, I have seen them do that before. They'll give you a salary, and seen somebody get their salary reduced, but they had took a lower position too. So they had to get a adjust in pay. And we're talking about Robert. Now, whatever, I think that human resources has to come in. It has to evaluate pay scales. Now, I wouldn't say Robert's position is six figures, but I'm not in human resource.
the man make over $150,000 a year, don't he?
I thought he make more than that. I thought he make
So
more than that, but I'm sure
is it
they
over?
might tell.
Is it over 175,000?
I thought it was 180.
Oh
And don't
wow!
forget, and don't forget, and it's since November because Paul Roberts pulled that paper. Well, he got it from somebody. They was getting 2 checks a month on extra on top of their paycheck.
How?
Stephanie said that it's probably reimbursement, but somebody in the comments said they took the highest reimbursement. Like if you got $5,000 reimbursement, they took the whole 5,000.
Reimbursement for what?
Well, you know we ain't got no receipts.
Right. So that's
If
what
you
I'm
been
trying to
giving
figure
us,
out. Like, what is these people being extra dipping and getting extra paychecks for?
hey, Mike was nice enough to give us the real answer. Now, how much you say Robert makes? Don't read the
190
comments.
$193,000.
Yes,
That man almost made $200,000.
he makes over that because remember, on top of that side, he getting 2 extra checks a week, a month.
Paul, how is it that Keith Price, Tiffany, and Tanika Hughes is getting extra paychecks? Could you please explain to me and Lady D? How is she getting these extra paychecks?
And Paul asked, "Do you think the Republicans are jealous that all of our attention tonight is on Nate instead of their press conference?" Oh, they had a press conference tonight.
I don't
Oh,
know
they
nothing
picked
about.
the Oops, I didn't know. That is interesting. What are you gonna be able to lose tonight? I missed that one. Yeah, he messed up his credentials and his reputation by cooking the book. I agree. Paul Roberts said 180. Somebody else said 193, and that's just base pay.
See, that's
They
why I
could
say I
get.
need. I'm sorry. What you say?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I said, see, that's why I say I need to be working for the township. These people just get extra paychecks and extra money and ten thousand
No, you
dollar
don't. No,
bonuses.
you don't. No, you
I
don't.
don't. You're right. I
No,
don't.
no, you don't.
I need my
And
job at the end of the day.
mhm. You don't want me caught up in that mess.
Right. That part right there. I don't want to be caught up in.
Hmm. Oh, Robert Hunt does not get extra expense paycheck, but Keith, Tiffany, and Tamika does. Okay, thank you. Cleared it up. So Robert's off the hook. I thought I did see Robert one, but I okay. Paul Roberts wrote it down, so I know. So he right. Wonder why Robert Hunt ain't giving out interviews. Heck nah. He got a
Look,
wife and kids at home.
First Lady Brown, would you want to sit up there and talk to Robert Hunt? He talks slow. No offense. But when he was
Does
up there
he?
reading out them
Oh,
numbers, I'm like, man, I wouldn't even have a conversation with you.
well, hey, listen. Maybe because he's not able to express himself. And because, you know what? And him and Tiffany has a relationship. I don't mean that kind of relationship. I mean, but they've been like they was trustees together. It's funny how he was a trustee, and now he's over here as an accountant.
Right, as the finance director, right.
Hmm.
But I'm trying to figure out,
What?
was he the finance director when before Frank died? Because he got out of office,
Yes,
he was voted out of
yes,
trustee in like 2018, wasn't it? I don't think he got a
yeah. And
second
after that, he
time. No.
came. No, 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 no. He only had one term,
Right, he was a trustee for
and
one
he was
term.
young. Yeah,
Okay.
yes. Patricia said, "What about that guy named Chris? Oh, Chris Gonzalez.
Chris Gonzalez?
I don't, I don't know nothing about no Chris Gonzalez.
You know what? Okay, so as much as I appreciate Chris Gonzalez for what he has been doing and for telling her no and standing firm on his decisions of saying no to her,
Hmm.
I would not vote for him again. I won't. And you want to know why?
Okay, I
The
want to know
reason why
why.
listen, the reason why I would not vote for Chris Gonzalez because to me he has no backbone. Like when he talk, he don't really fully have a conversation. It's like his words be kind of all over the place
Like
when
he,
you
like he
like he
nervous?
yeah, like he nervous or something. It's like, bro, like you when you went on the news, you was kind of like hesitant on the news, and you supposed to be a whole trustee. You supposed to know how to talk when you in, what I'm saying, public. You a trustee. He won't get my vote.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. So if he doesn't get your vote, who gonna get your vote? I mean, I don't know if you want to tell it.
No, I'm fine to tell it, and I because it to each his own. So like I said, I will vote
Mm.
if it came down to the Democratic ticket. I don't have nothing against Napoleon Harris. I don't have nothing against Napoleon Harris. I feel like I don't know him personally, and he do not come in. He don't. I don't think he steps foot in Riverdale. So with a person like that, how can you be a supervisor over 17 municipalities when you don't even visit? I think only towns you visit is probably South Holland and Harvey and wherever else they say you stay at. But I never seen Napoleon Harris in Riverdale or anything. Or I never
I've
seen
never
him.
seen him in
I seen him
Harvey.
in South Holland. I mean, I never seen him in South Holland either.
Yes. So my question is, what have Napoleon done for the Southland?
Exactly. What has he done for the Southland? That's a question that I want to know, and I'm pretty sure that everybody in the Southland in the 17 municipalities want to know too. What have Napoleon done for us? Honestly.
True. And to be honest, if Napoleon Harris wins this election, if he don't do what he's supposed to be doing, He gonna get in that butt.
Definitely, definitely. But then
Mm-hmm.
he's still gonna have a chance to do what Tiffany done. I mean, he's gonna have another 4 years. There, you know what I'm saying, to do, you know what I'm saying. If I'm just saying, if he's not fulfilling what he's supposed to be doing for the people, and then he
Yeah.
still have his trustees that will probably go along with everything that he wants done. I don't, like there needs to be.
Do you think Mary Yvonne gonna go along with the get along?
I don't think Mary Avant will, but the other, see, that's why I say the other two trustees or three trustees that he got on his slate. Hey, Valerie Stubbs is going for everything that
Copy fade out. What are they being reimbursed for? Hey, George, we don't know. And Paul Roberts will have to answer that question. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Supposed to fly about 2 hours ago. I think it's a little too much late. Don't nobody care about them
okay.
flyers.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
guys. Did you all hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so I apologize. I have to leave. I have a stat emergency with a patient. I have to leave
Oh,
for a
go ahead.
minute,
Do your thing.
guys.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Yeah, and but I'm getting off at 10:30 anyways. I'm just going to see what this patient what's the emergency. I
Go
will.
ahead. Copy. We
Okay.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me now? Oh, that's crazy. I could hear myself, but I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't hear me. Hold on. It's funny. Coffee had heard me. Oh, I had to have this app on when I talk. It's the craziest thing ever. Hey, Linda. Thank you, First Lady. She said, girl. Oh, I'm going to upload it later. Okay. They want to upload, system upload. Okay. I like the channel, but Charlie Chaplin was a better silent movie actor. All right, thank you. That looks like it only happened for a minute. Um, okay, wait a minute. I just saw. Excuse me. Okay. So, and I was getting to it good. I was talking for real, y'all. Okay. So, Mike said in May 26th, his income he went from increased to 190,000 annually from 116,000. Let's see. Where's my calculator when I need it? I don't do no math in my head. That'd be crazy if I did my math in my head. Okay. How much did it go by? Maybe I need to take the statistic class, huh? 116. I was new. 298. That one was $73,000. $73,702. Oh, and he took on additional duties after the township board. Wow. You know, how many divided that is in that's in 3 years. There's nobody getting no raise. So he got every year he got a $24,567 raise. How do you convert that into percentage? Oh, you know what? I need to convert that into percentage so we know what percent his. We go 24, 5, 6, 7, 3. Oh, sorry. I jumped me on 3 years. I know somebody can get the answer for me. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, so I always hate the 3 years. So if you mean I can get the answer. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So, well, sorry, I had to. Adios mio. It ain't never that easy trying to get this answer. Let me tell you. The percentage of how much it went up by. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Paul Robert. He got a 63.37% raise. You did the math for me. 63%. Most of us only get like a 3% raise. Yes. I also get a 3%. He got a 63% raise. I hope he claiming it on his taxes. Because I would hate to see the penalty of that with the government because they like to they do they penalize you by daily. Our last mayor in Houston made 50,000 more than make it make sense. Oh, who's the mayor of Houston? I remember when Mayor Brown was the mayor of Houston. I recall reading he absorbed the. Oh, wow! So he took two. So he should be the human resource person too, right? Hey, that's Yo Yo. I don't think Nate has a really is ready to be a supervisor. He just didn't win me over. Listen to him on Woke Christian Channel. Maybe a trustee first. Okay. Okay. That's good to know. I mean, really, people in this room or this chat is really a representation of the community. Everybody's not gonna go for you, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, the 17 communities, he need to get outside of South Holland, Dalton, Riverdale. He gotta get over to Homewood. How you gonna get those people in Homewood to vote for you? People in Homewood are gonna vote for me. I mean for Napoleon, in my humble opinion. 63% raise. Whoa. Some of these trustees employees have already received a bonus for real. They been receiving them bill bonuses. Niggas ain't done nothing hard as them black people fault. They want to select a black guy. Shameful. So you saying they want to select a black guy based on his color? Mm. We all having okay. Thank you, Michael. My 62% raise. That's crazy, Mike. Crazy. Wow, 63%. That's crazy. And really, if you got those kind of raises, they should be cut and go back to like the 3%, 2% rate. And you get a bonus on top of that. Man, you got the best job in the house. You know what I'm saying? What about a black man? What about a black woman that fought for that town? Um, the town and the town, Dalton and Thornton are two different entities. When I think of 17 communities, you are going to to have a relationship with all those 17 communities in order for you to even have a chance to win in Thornton Township. You have a personal relationship. Like somebody says, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And Nate needs to have more of a build relationships. I donated to Nate. Are you donated to Nate campaign tonight? So I hope he wins, but if he does not, an administrative assistant to Jason House will be awesome. Yeah, I purchased my sign for the grass sign. Paul Roberts, Stacy, Sandra Tracy was at Mary Devine fundraiser, and she looked good. Wow. Mike, Price, gender should not be considered. Agree. I know DEI is going away, but so that's the sad. To be honest, we really don't have much of a choice. We either have Napoleon Harris, we may or may not see, or he may just give it to somebody else to run the day-to-day operation, and they probably just once a week FaceTime or what's it called, Zoom, and have Zoom meetings. Hey Kenneth, how you doing? How you doing? This shouldn't become a black man versus a black woman thing. There are no black women running for supervisor of Thornton Township. No, there is not. Not one. Well, not for supervisor for Thornton Township. You're right. You're right. Michael Cudnor. Yes. What was I saying? Yeah. So we need more of the 17 communities. And you know what's funny is we haven't heard from any of these 17 communities for the Thornton Township position. Mm-mm. When I used to go to the Thornton Township, I used to see like I don't know what they call them, aldermans and Markham. They used to show up at the Thornton Township meetings. But these other townships, I've not seen them there. And if they're there, they don't speak out during the meetings. So, which is interesting, right? OMG, thank you, Kenna, for becoming a new YouTube member. I appreciate you so, so much. A hug and a kiss to you. Virtual hug and kiss. Thank you, Kenna, for being a new YouTube member. I don't take that for granted. I appreciate you so, so much. Um, yeah. So somebody needs to, well, Miss Tug is just a strong black woman, and a lot of men is intimidated of strong black women. Yeah, but this shouldn't be. We can't. I don't want to that black woman, black man. That's not part of that. We've been through all that already. We really just trying in a Thornton Township get to a place where get back to normalcy, where we're not like the laughing joke of the world. I'm just saying. DEI is very important, but there's time that what you'll be able to do for for the township in addition to your experience and credential. Now, what you know is who you know. Mr. Okay, Mike, am I keep hitting the same one? Oh God, somebody. Okay, and we ain't. This is not a black. This is not a black man against a black woman. This is the whole thing is about having the right person in the position. That's all what it's about. And if we don't get the right people in this position, we're gonna be in the same place. Because the question is, who's gonna be writing the grant to get the money to come in for the township? Someone's gonna have to. Does Nate understand how to get the money from the state of Illinois to send the budget in? Well, that's the clerk's job too. Although gender shouldn't be a first choice, it's always best if the election official mirrors those that they represent. Um, to be honest, now let me say this. Thornton Township is not really, it's made up a lot of different races. I don't know if people realize that. It's just they talk about Thornton Township. They talk about Dalton all the time, thinking that Dalton is what representation of the whole community, but that's not how that works. Yes, when Robert got up to read the report, he acted like he was scared. Tim told him to sit down. Hey, listen, hey Patricia, that's called demasculation of a man. Yeah, hire a grant writer. They need to do that too. Hopefully, that's what I'm saying is like you. It's gonna be but you know that I believe Stephanie is gonna be like one of his mentors because I remember she said that he's like a brother to her. Kenneth, the bad thing about the side effect of Tiff is I feel Nate has a harder battle for votes because of being relatively inexperienced like Tiff was. That's a true fact. I agree with that. I remember a white guy named Chris who remembers. Oh, let me know if you remember, but I don't. Part of the writing grants is providing financial documents, and that is going to be a problem in itself. Oh, and Miss Regina knows. Why am I keep saying the same thing over and over again? I don't know. We're gonna let them have it for a few more minutes. Like you don't have to keep saying that. We already know. But yeah. So yeah, but Thornton Township I mean there's a lot of different colors. You go to Homewood, He need to be at the Homewood train station. Catch them people coming off the train, the metro train. Let's see. Oh, let me hold on. Oh shoot. Hold on. I'm sorry, Mike. Is something wrong with your chair? I know. Thank you for saying that. Um, okay. Hold on, phone boom. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do something real quick. Okay, that's not. Oh, here's the one I want. I'm sorry. I need to do this real quick. That's Cynical in the chat. Hey, Cynical. Hey, Cynical. Glad you can make it back. Um. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Miss Regina. Because I was like, is it me? Am I, like, as my kids said, am I tweaking? I really hope Stephanie Wiedemann returns to Thornton Township as administrator. That would be great. I would like that too. I would like that. I agree. Of course, we like to support our people, but the supervisor will need to represent everyone, regardless of their race. Facts. Uh, yes. Okay. For two or more races. That is true. And that's what I'm saying. It's mixed. Just because it says, the census says, that's in 2020, that is made up of 69% of the African Americans. But you have to remember, there's a huge Spanish speaking community out here, but a lot of them don't vote. A lot of them, they got their own community out here, and they're not just in one place anymore. About is Trump, but she did not put her name in the hat for supervisor. Seneca, I believe in Nate Vision, and if I had a vote, I would give him a chance. And I'm gonna give him a chance. They have went from black people to middle class to high class, but some people you still the average black person. Okay, now we're gonna have to. I'm gonna let Miss Regina take care of that one. Okay, I believe. Oh, okay, I agree. I agree with some. I know. As I say, in a couple more years, the face of the Thornton Township in those meetings will change. Yeah, so it's definitely going to change. Because we can't just keep going on like this, and we hope that like if you get people in the right places, yeah, we might not like that he brings back um Robert, and I know Robert's scared of sugar honey iced tea over there. Um, but I think that you have to clean house. I'm just saying, and start over. But if he doesn't, he's going to need a team that he trusts. And if he doesn't have a team that he don't trust, and just keep bringing the same old people back who got fired, we're just gonna go back to this Frank Zuccarelli ways, in my humble opinion. I'm just saying. Oh, sorry. The preacher was recently fired. The preacher? Are you talking about Mr. Moore? Is he a preacher or is he a deacon? I've been trying to figure that out. Yeah. Oh, Prima, okay. I was like, I don't know if they be praying or not. I know they do the flag, but I don't know. Oh, um, pledge allegiance to the flag. I'd be like, we ain't under one nation. So I'm like, I'll be there for y'all. Also, he a pastor, huh? What church? Where is he pastoring at? Where is his church at? A deacon. He's something, cause he terrible. You know that, don't you? I like Nate showed up at the meeting. If Napoleon was too busy, what would change in the future? I like that Nate showed up at the meetings. I believe, I believe if Napoleon Harris, he's probably in Springfield, right? And by the time the meetings go on, that's the downstate, because he took Mike Madigan's position. No, that's Raul, from Raul. But if he cannot make it, I believe they're gonna do it like he's gonna be Skype or Zoom. Only he's gonna be in at all those meetings. Oh, Chris Wade said, yes, the township doesn't need those prayers anyway. Yeah, right. The students in my school don't even say the pledge. I don't think nobody says the pledge like that. The students quiet. It is so weird. From when I started, I understand. Yeah, you better not be saying the pledge of allegiance up in them schools. He's probably a minister. A minister or what? Cause I don't think he Jehovah's Witness. He can't be that. I'm like, I've never seen Napoleon Harris or Richard Nolan at a township meeting. Drop the mic, and I attend most of them. And yes, you do. So I'm saying they running for positions they don't even show up for. I don't know why. You would think that he would be the person that would put an end to all of the mess that happens in the meetings. Instead, he just sits there and claps and egg her on. You can't use eggs, because when you say eggs, I'm thinking eggs that cost about $7. Just kidding. Facts up. Yeah, you're right. Ain't no way. I'm like, when I was looking at him on for Alicia's live earlier today, and he was just looking like stone face, like robotic. Like, what you gonna do when she out of office? You gonna go over her house, wherever her house may be? Cause you can't. God don't like ugliness. I'm just saying. God don't like all that mess. But they say God don't bless mess, baby. Just saying. Just saying. So, but other than that, hey, tomorrow, I know everybody, just in case, if you don't have anyone to watch the election with, come kick it with me tomorrow. If there's a big celebration, we should send, Mike, she gonna come get you. That name is prohibited. We can't say that name in this chat at all. That lady come with them golf clubs, and it's over. Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see. I'm sorry. I watch most meetings from home, and I hope whoever wins supervisor seat puts the meeting on too. That would be nice. I would like that too. And I wonder what to do with the TV that's broken. Mike, Miss Regina, whoever you are. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry that Miss Regina take care of that. Oh, Kenneth, God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of cute either. Ooh, praise the Lord. I'm just kidding. No. George, again, being a supervisor for the township, and if they do a good job, can be used to boost their political aspirations. Okay. Well, I can tell you that sup- supposedly, and we'll see what happens because I didn't realize tomorrow Dalton, I forgot Dalton's elections, but Nate's supposed to be coming on tomorrow at 8 p.m. So make sure you have your questions. I'm just saying. Mm-mm, Michael. She gonna come to your house. They said, don't say Candyman. Don't say that name. Yes, and she been quiet, so we gonna let her stay quiet. Yeah, so Nate said he would come on tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So we're gonna watch party. We'll see. Maybe he'll be on live with us. We don't know. Um, but if you are not able to join tomorrow, I understand. But please send me your questions and I'll make sure I ask the questions for you. George, I agree. I think Tiffany ultimately wanted to become a senator. She should have just went for that. I appreciate it. I believe I believe she had a political aspiration also. I think she should have either kept the to be a supervisor or just be a mayor. Or do both jobs well. Hey Bill, how you doing? How you doing? Glad you can join us. Or just be a mayor. But uh, thank you. Thank you, First Lady. Um she may have could have gone. I don't think she could have went far in the political circuit because she doesn't have that temperament. How many politicians you know act that way? Yeah, that hoop dream is dead. Tell Bill hello. Plate. I ain't cynical. The dream is over. Yep, that hoop dream is definitely over. It was too much, too fast for her. And you know what, Miss Regina? I would say yes, but I also say that she could have handled it had she was a person who wanted to listen, not only listen, but had a mentor to guide her through this. She didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it. But this is what happens when you don't. This is what it looks like when you don't have a mentor. So one of the questions for Nate is, do you have a mentor? Only if you can pull off the jerk personality. She did not consider her base and the Democratic voters. That is true. Because you know the Democratic voters are faithful. By fault. Well, it's quite obvious the power of the money has got the best. And she couldn't handle it. And we all agree to that. Thornton Township as a level of government is only a welfare agency. Facts. I always tell you this is a public aid. Why are its office such desirable prize for a career oriented politician? Thank you, Paul Robert. Do you have an answer for that? And what happened to humble public servants? Oh, they gone. As long as there's money attached to it, they gone. But maybe not. But I totally agree with Paul Roberts on that. First Lady says she agrees too. Also, Thornton Township is a public aid position. Why is everybody fighting for this public aid job? I don't get it. I definitely don't get it. Y'all fighting so hard for it. Y'all paying like I think I heard it was like $6,000 to fight the case for the election board. So that's not all people hear. Why? I agree, Paul Robert. And hopefully one day we'll get that answer. Why office is such a desirable prize for career-oriented politicians? There's a story here that nobody's even talking about or coming up with that. Nobody's questioning it. And they're not questioning it in the real media. And you know the one thing the problem is, if nobody's really interviewing or talking to the community or answering questions. We vote people in that we can't even ask questions to. Right? The same thing goes for the doctors. Mm-hmm. You're right. Good question. I hope someday we get that answer. I'm gonna have to put a star by that question. I like that question. I wish I could have to say that. That was a good one right there. Why would politician, a career politician, want that position? Mm. Why not just make the township service position as just jobs and not elected position? I had never heard of a township until last summer. Yeah, that's popular in Illinois, the townships. The Lansing Journal is trying to ask questions to all candidates for all township offices. Good to know. I hope they get that answer. But will Napoleon Harris really answer that question? Because I saw some comments. I'm telling you. I saw some of the comments. I was like, oh, okay. On Dear Woke Christian. I was like, whoa. I didn't see when it caught my eye. I was like, oh, okay. Prima Donna said, Paul Roberts agrees with you about the welfare agency. Perhaps it's about contracts. Definitely about contracts. Now that I believe. George, quiet in here, or we'll have to shut the meeting down, Chief Lacey. Yeah, that was in Dalton. They do that in Harvey too. But you go to jail in Harvey if you not quiet. Um, hmm. It's definitely them contracts. I forgot about them contracts. That's the contract's worth more than a salary. And don't let your friend be correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Tiffany say something about the fire? She tried it, but that's no go. Every time he said that, I was like, say what now? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just narcissism in the whole Southland. Everybody trying to wear big draws. I'm just saying. So, but it's been fun talking with you all. But tomorrow at 7, I will be back. I'm gonna watch the election and watch the countdown and see who is gonna win this race. And we definitely know Jason's gonna win, but I think Tiffany's not gonna be too far behind. And that's because she does have supporters. The ones we see and the ones we don't see. Just saying. So on that note, thank you, Miss Regina. She done gave me the information. And thank you, Miss Prima Donna. You are the sweet lady. I appreciate you. It's so nice to see you. And Cynical, I can't wait till tomorrow. LCL, he said, LCL said they just logged in. I'm sorry, LCL. I've probably been on here about, I don't want to say 5 hours, but not 5 hours at a time. Just 2 hours right now. That was on 3 hours earlier. And I'm sorry, LCL. Can't do the late night crew tonight. The sister is tired. I gotta get my Fuji water. But I want to say thank you, everyone, for sticking in with me. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for joining, becoming a member. You are my greatest inspiration and make me want to keep continue doing this. And after this, we're gonna find something else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all gone yet. Well, this your girl D Love from the South Side, Inglewood for life, Chicago, that is. And I will definitely see you tomorrow. And thank you, Paul Robinson. Thank you. And LCL, I hope you subscribe and hit all so you can get the alert when we go live. Have a good night.